Johnson with resourcesforlife.com, and this is a short video to examine the cost of automobile ownership. Now, if you've stopped to sit down and consider all the different expenses of owning a car, you know that it goes way beyond just the purchase price of the initial, $15,000, $20,000 or more. You have car insurance, car maintenance, and certainly after the initial warranty runs out, you can get into $200, $300, $500, upward to maybe $1,200 a month in repairs. And that's just maintenance. You certainly have your tags, insurance, and then in most cities, like here I'm in Iowa City, you have the cost of parking, which can be considerable. If you don't have a reserved parking spot, which is kind of a privilege that costs about $60 to $100 a month or more, then you're looking at just plugging meters and paying for parking tickets, which in Iowa City now can, after the first few tickets, can cost up to $25. So with all these costs considered, what really makes a lot more sense is to just pick up the phone and call for a taxi. Now in Iowa City we have several taxi cab companies. Probably one of the better ones would be Marcos Cab Company, but I'll leave that for you to determine. But the bottom line is this: for the cost of a single parking ticket at $5, or just the cost, let's say you don't get a parking ticket and you just plug the meter all day, just paying parking, even if somebody gives you a car for free, just paying the parking is going to cost more than a ride in a cab. And when you're driving your own car, you can't be making a video like this one or checking your email or whatever. You've got to be having your eyes on the road. It's kind of stressful, and you run the risk of getting into an accident, maybe having your car insurance double on you or whatever. So for a lot of people, that's what I advise, especially if you're looking at maybe trying to decide between being a one-car family and a two-car family. When you really just need 1.5 cars, well, the cab company is your half a car. It's that car you need occasionally. For $5, makes a lot more sense than spending, $20,000 and more on all the costs of owning a vehicle. Or if you are one of these people that could probably get by with half a car, well, there again, use your bicycle most of the time, maybe the bus, walk to work if you live close, and then call in the cab when you need to get across town quickly, or if it's snowing or raining or you've got something you need to move. I remember one time I called Marcos Cab. They came with a van and helped me move some things that I needed to get from my office to another location. So that was a real savings right there. And particularly, think about this: what if you own a very efficient fuel-efficient vehicle like a Honda Fit or a Toyota Yaris, and you're trying to decide, gee, I occasionally need to use a van, but I'd really like to get the tiny, Toyota Yaris or the Honda Fit. And so you're trying to decide, gee, what am I going to do? Well, go ahead and get the fuel-efficient car for the 99% of your driving, and then for that little 1% of the time, call the cab company. They have these nice big vans. You can go shopping or do whatever you need to do and using the bigger vehicle. So anyway, I'd love to hear some feedback from people who've had similar experiences doing kind of a fusion between car ownership or biking and using the cab company and maybe rental cars. Take care.